Here we are. It's already August 18th. I don't know where the season has gone. They seem to just fly by faster every year.
Remember how we kind of struggled at first getting enough color and all that, and then all of a sudden we're going, now what do we do?
I know. It's been a busy year.
It's been a busy year, and it's been an awesome year.
It has.
Been a fun year.
So what about marching orders for us?
You want marching orders?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you haven't put that pre-emergent on, I'm still urging you to get that pre-emergent on, because when the rains start, those dandelions will germinate and you'll have dandelions next spring and won't be happy. So pre-emergent. Also do a little bit of pruning back on some of your annuals. They'll put a flush of color on when we get a little bit cooler. So that's a good way to take care of that. And I would give those containers another fertilize if you haven't in the last couple of weeks.
You bet.
That'll help them bloom again.
Good advice as always. Well, and now it's time for Best of Show, and this is your time to brag on yourself, as you should. We have so many great gardeners with so many great pictures. I just love seeing them.
I do, and this year it's gotten harder as we've gone along because there have been so many, and it was such a wonderful growing season and all. But Johnny Ferguson sent in this, and it's a water garden.
It's beautiful.
But the cat likes the garden.
Yeah.
You know, I think all good gardeners have a cat, or at least a good number of them do, because we get a lot of cat garden pictures.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrific.
Anyway, Johnny, you did a great job, and it's a beautiful scene.
It is, and he has earned a $25 gift certificate right here to TLC. Well, now it's a time that is a little bit unusual for us, but it's a goodbye segment. We just need to let you know that Linda and Charles Shackelford, longtime owners of TLC, have sold the business, and TLC is still here, still vibrant, still flourishing, but Linda and Charles are gonna do a little playtime after a number of years. So for people who don't know, first of all, what TLC stands for.
It's Terry, Linda, and Charles. Now, Tender Loving Care is awesome, but it actually, when we designed the name, it was Terry, Linda, and Charles. The grandson Timmy says it's Timmy, Linda, and Charles, but you know he gets second billing.
Yeah, and Terry is their daughter.
Yes.
And so an only child.
Yes.
And you all have just put your heart and soul into this place since, when did it begin?
It began in 1980. 32 years ago, we opened TLC.
Were you scared to death?
Well, there were a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
And because it, 23% money and that kind of thing, but we had a lot of optimism in ourselves and the free enterprise system. We had a lot of faith that if we worked hard enough and did the right things, our customers would take care of us, and they did. And so they took good care of us.
You've been here at Memorial and Santa Fe all that time, and you have just seen an explosion happen all around you, haven't you?
We were the first retail business out here, and we came out in the middle of a wheat field. Carved out 2.5 acres, put 4 greenhouses and an office section on the front, and we have continued to build, and now there's 77 greenhouses, and it's a little over 20 acres, and it's, the customers have been good to us, and with the employees buying into the dream as they've come on and understood what we were trying to do, and that mission of putting the right plants in the right place at a reasonable price and everything. And then our faithful customers that have come back year after year.
They're family.
They're family.
I can attest to that, because I've been one for a long time.
But along with that success have come a lot of things. In '94, TLC began being ranked on the top 100 garden centers in the United States, and we've been there ever since. And that takes a lot of work from a lot of people, so it's been a good thing.
I remember the 25th anniversary celebration. That seems like it wasn't long ago. The time has just flown by. But just the amount of growth that you all have experienced with good hard work, good people, great customers, great service.
And it all works together.
It does.
We take care of each other.
Well, I remember back in 2007, the OSU OKC got a new atrium.
Yes, they did.
In your name.
They did. They were building this agriculture resource center, and they gave us an opportunity to help fund it. And along with that came naming rights to the conservatory atrium area. Of course, plants are our love, so it was an appropriate thing, and it was a good thing for us. It was a way for us to give back to the community, to say thank you. And a lot of students have wandered through there since then, and will always wander through there. So it's a good thing.
You all have given back to the community from the very beginning, and that's part of that, the whole land grant thought process of OSU, isn't it?
Yes.
Just being teachers and giving it to the next generation.
And continuing to empower with knowledge. So it's been a good thing and all, but...
When speaking of empowering with knowledge, you all had a full professorship at OSU as well.
Yes, well, you know, Mr. Pickens is generous with his money, but you also have to take advantage of that fact. And there's been several times that he has offered matching funds. So if you donate, he will match. So when he did this in 2008, we took advantage of it and were able to do a full professorship in floriculture at OSU Stillwater. And along with that came a lot of surprises and things.
Well, you see Linda here. She's a very public persona for TLC and has been for a long time. But her husband, Charlie, is a little bit more hesitant to get in front of the camera. In fact, we have to practically just pull him, kicking and screaming to get on camera. But he did a segment not too long ago for grandkid trees, didn't he?
He did. And so we caught him in a hammock, put him in a hammock. Had to help him out when we got through. We got him in the hammock in his shirt because I think he was already kind of thinking about retiring. He likes that hammock.
Well, and he loves his grandson.
And he loves the grandkids and the grandson. And we spend a lot of time with him.
Yeah, you do.
And he's the apple of our eye, and we do a lot with him.
The one other thing that you may or may not know is how involved the Shacklefords have been for a long, long time in the softball world. And this started with Terry, didn't it?
It started with Terry. When she was 10, they had 10 kids left. And they said, you know, we're going to have to hand these registrations back. And she was playing for another team, and we were able to get her because at that time she was working real hard on her pitching and continued to progress with the pitching and everything. So softball for 18 years was our world. And Charles coached and has a lot of kids that we're very proud of. We've got a couple of doctors and some physical therapists and teachers and coaches and grandkids. Anyway, it was a really great time that we had with those kids.
Well, so are you excited? I see the lays here. Are you pumped?
I'm kind of pumped. I will always miss this place, but I shop here. Charles says I've got to be the best customer they've got because every time I come home, I have another cartload of plants.
I'm your second best.
But, yeah, we're going to compete for that cartload.
Exactly.
Every time we come in here, we both leave with a cartload of stuff. But we're going to be TLC's best customers, and we'll be in here a lot.
And you're going to get a chance to relax and travel, which I'm so grateful for.
We're going to spend, Terry and Timmy both have a lot of projects going on. We're going to help with those, and we'll be, you know, teach a little bit, whatever, but we're going to garden a lot, you know, those cards. I don't take them and put them on the porch now, I plant them. And my garden looks the best it ever has.
Well, love you, my dear friend. Thank you for a great ride.
Thank you. It was a fun trip.
Absolutely, and enjoy retirement.
Oh, I will. I plan on it.
Okay, have a great weekend, everybody.